This is Dissecting the Dead, and we are doing our prediction video for Season 5, Season Finale.
The Walking Dead, episode titled Conquer. Alright, so just where we left off, Rick was beating the shit out of Pete. Michonne intervened, kind of broke up the fight, just to say, look, we understand, he's out of line, we're not all bad, let us handle it. I think it's time for Pete to go in this next episode.
Yeah, I think Pete dies in this next episode, definitely. And not only does he die, I think Carol kills him.
We got a little bit of a teaser video where Carol's kind of confronting him, telling him, look, you got to go take care of Tara, you're her doctor. You know, this is your responsibility. He's like, fuck you, lady, no way. And she pulls a knife on him and sticks it up under his chin. And the guy is shitting his pants. He looks terrified. He wasn't scared of Rick at all. This guy is terrified of Carol.
Carol's a scary biatch.
She is, and she's going to put that motherfucker down. Actually, probably during the wolf fight.
Probably, because then she could just say they did it.
Yeah.
And that keeps her clear for the Alexandrians. Our guards don't care.
And Carol's devious like that now.
Yeah.
I can see her going, oh, you know what, we're in the midst of a fight here, a little bit of chaos. I have this opportunity to take this dude out, and he needs to go anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And she's already talked to Rick and basically gotten his permission, his blessing to do so. So she doesn't have to worry about being banished afterwards.
I also think we're going to see Morgan in this episode. Probably, we talked about this earlier, Aaron and Daryl, while they're out in the wilderness, they're probably going to run across Morgan and bring him back.
But the wolves will have already made themselves known as a threat, and they're going to come home to that with Morgan.
It's kind of up in the air what's going to happen with Rick. Is Deanna going to exile him? I personally don't think so, because right now he is, as far as she knows, the most clear and present danger, and she's an idiot, so she's not going to exile him. Because that would be the right thing to do in the scenario they find themselves in.
Well, no, the right thing to do in the scenario she finds herself in is to eliminate Rick, but she doesn't have the strength of character to do that. I actually think she's going to banish Rick. I think that all the Alexandrians are going to want him gone, but before they're able to carry this out, the wolves will be introduced and Rick will save the day, and then all of them will have a collective aha moment and realize that Rick needs to be leading them, not Deanna.
I do believe the episode is going to end on a cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to end with a certain character getting shot in the face. Not going to say who, because it's a spoiler from the comic, and we've made it a policy not to do that.
Yes. Besides Pete, from the Alexandrian group, I think Eric's going to die, because Aaron is really starting to immerse himself in Rick's group, and he needs a sad. He needs something terrible to happen to him to kind of solidify that, to build some more character. As Walking Dead fans, we kind of love when terrible stuff happens to our favorite characters. And
Eric has been basically absent from the last 2 episodes. So he's kind of disposable right now, which is a shame because it could be kind of fun to see what they do with him. But if they do kill off Eric, it does open the door for an introduction of another love interest for Aaron later on. Sasha was your number 1 most likely to die.
Yeah, Sasha is my number 1 most likely to die, and I think the show's been leading to that. I think she is either going to spiral out of control, do something stupid, and get herself killed, or what I think most likely and what I really want to happen is that she goes out a hero. That she's trying to save people and maybe just takes on a little bit more than she can handle, or, just shit goes bad.
I think that's probably how it'll go down, because she has made a very strong point to say, I'm not Tyrese, I'm not my brother. And Tyrese went down like a total punk. That's not Sasha. If she goes out, she is going out like a hero. She's going out in a blaze of glory.
I think that we are going to have the introduction of the wolves, the confrontation with the wolves, and the resolution of the wolves. I don't see the wolves being the next real big bad. I think they'll be at this episode, and that's it. I don't see them as being anywhere near as bad as what Rick's group's already faced. I don't see them having any problem disposing of them. I don't think they're going to be a problem next season.
I would really like to see them resolve it all in this last episode of the season, kind of like what they did with Terminus, where they spent half a season getting there, and they spent 1 episode actually in Terminus and then escaped. I would really like to see that happen again, where it's on to the next story.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it repeat with what they did with the governor, where it just kind of lingered and it just kept going and going and going, and it really got stale after a while.
Yeah, it really did. So we're going to recap our top 5 most likely to die with our input now on whether we think they're going to die or not.
Okay, my number 5 was Eric. If I could, I would bump him up to number 1, just because he is very disposable at this point.
My number 5 is Gabriel. I now do not think Gabriel's going to die. They just had him kind of rat out the group to Deanna, and there's a lot that they can do with that story. It would be a shame if they killed him now. So I don't see him dying. I think he'll live to next season.
My number 4 was Sasha. I do think she is very likely to die. However, if she doesn't, I'm not going to be surprised, because they've kind of written it to where she could be the sniper version of Andrea from the comics. I won't be surprised if she lives, but I think it's probably 60-70% chances that she does die.
My number 4 is Noah, and he's already kicked the bucket, so.
Alright, my number 3 is Tara. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes it, but I also would be very not surprised if she dies. Just because she's been super underutilized her entire stint on the show ever since she reunited Glenn and Maggie. Her character does not have a purpose in the narrative.
My number 3 is Eric, and I would definitely bump him up to number 1, because I foresee his death is 100% going to happen this next episode. Like we've said a couple of times now, Aaron needs some character development. What better way than to have his lover die?
My number 2 was Noah, and he is gone.
My number 2 is Tara, and I now don't think she's going to die. She's already had a close call, and they haven't really done anything with it. She's just kind of hanging on. I kind of foresee that happening, her just hanging on for the next episode and then waking up and being okay sometime next season. Like he said, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they killed her off. However, they just kind of started to give her a little story. After so long of not doing anything with her, it would be really weird if they just killed her off.
Yeah, the friendship she's building with Eugene will be interesting to see, to develop a little bit. So, and Alana Masterson gave an interview with MTV, I think it was, where she talked about getting a possible love interest. So unless she was totally, doing some misdirection there, she might make it. Okay, my number 1 was Carol. If I could change this, I would. I think she's going to make it. I think she's going to take down Pete, and we're going to see her next season.
My number 1 is Sasha, and I am like 90% sure that Sasha's going to die. Her character, to me, seems like it's being written towards death.
I'm on the fence on Sasha, like I said before. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Okay, that is it for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. If you agree with our predictions, let us know. If you disagree, we would love to hear what you think is going to happen. Who's your top 5 most likely to die in the season finale?
Why do you think they're going to die?
If there's a character out there that you want to die, tell us that too. That went super dark, super fast. Okay, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.